So I've been thinking a lot lately about little ways that we can be a great encouragement to people. You know, a lot of times in the church, we want to be able to encourage people, we want to come alongside people, we want to love on people, but sometimes we just don't know how. We just don't know what that looks like. Maybe it doesn't even come naturally to us. But I think there's this really important, really freeing, and very powerful idea of just coming alongside people and encouraging them in whatever God is calling them to do, or in their healing journey, or whatever it may be. We can be a really powerful source of life to people when we are encouragers. Now, maybe it doesn't, like I said, doesn't come naturally to you. It didn't to me either. I'm not naturally a super encouraging kind of person. My mom, she was. She was just like the world's greatest cheerleader. And she was that person for everybody that she encountered, everyone she met. She was always like, you would tell her an idea or tell her something you were gonna do, and she'd be like, oh, I believe in you, you can do it. She would just be like, oh, that's so exciting. And she was like literally the world's best cheerleader. And when she passed away a few years ago, I actually really realized how much I missed that voice in my life, that she had been that person for me, that I could call her with pretty much anything, and she would just, you can do it, yeah, and she would rally around me and just really, really, really encourage me. And I missed that voice in my life, but I thank God that He has put other women in place in my life who are now that encouragement and that source for me, which is amazing, because it's actually been something that's really empowered me. So I want to share just one really quick scenario, one really quick story of something that encouraged me so much. And it was just the tiniest little thing. It was just one sentence. There was 6 little words. What happened was I had just quit a full-time job to launch out and do this, my whole online thing. And I was scared. I have to be honest, I was so scared, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know how to make videos and do all of this kind of stuff. And I didn't know if people would even want to watch them, I was just second guessing everything. And I was sitting out on my back deck and having a coffee with my husband, and I was just kind of pouring all of this out to him. Like, I'm scared, I don't know what to do. And he's sitting there sipping his coffee, and my husband is pretty, he's pretty reserved in his encouragement, and he's very quiet sometimes in that way. And he just simply said, I believe you can do it. And nothing changed. None of my circumstances changed in that moment. Nothing, miraculously fell out of the sky and made everything better. But those 6 simple words coming from someone who I loved and trusted meant the world to me. When he said, I think you can do it, it was like something ignited on the inside of me. And I thought, well, if he thinks I can do it, maybe I actually can. Now, we want to actually, first and foremost, believe that God is that source for us, that He's the one who empowers us. He's the one who's always got good thoughts towards us and giving us ideas and saying, you can do this, go for it. But we also need real, physical, live people in our lives who will speak that kind of encouragement to us. And so I think we all need to be the kind of people who can encourage others like that. And you know what? If you don't know what to say, if you're not comfortable with encouraging people, come up with a few simple lines that you can use. Here's one that I use all of the time. I simply say, and with God, anything is possible. That's actually scripture. It's right from the Bible. And if someone's actually thinking about doing something, or God has put a dream in their heart that's too big for me to understand, I have learned to never ever speak against those things, to just smile and say anything is possible. Be an encouragement to the people who are in your life. And you know what? When you meet people who are a discouragement. You know, when you're maybe in the grocery store or you're at work and you just have that person who's just like always negative. It actually can be fun to be the voice of encouragement and life and inspiration, even in those sort of hard circumstances. Always be encouraging, no matter who it is you're talking to, no matter what it is they're facing. Always be an encouragement to people, because you have no idea that how much your words could matter. I can't tell you, there's many times in my life where someone walked up to me and in even just a quick conversation, one sentence changed how I felt about myself, or changed how I felt about my circumstance, or actually just put a positive spin on something in my life. So never underestimate the power of your words and the power of an encouraging word to someone else when they need it.